Hey guys, I'm Nick. I receive a ton of questions about this PDL Drive and the majority of these Old Town kayaks behind me. But today, I'm going to talk to you about a question I get at least once a week. Someone always messages me and asks why this squeaks. Man, Nick, my pedals are squeaking. I can't find out where it's squeaking, or my pedals are squeaking, blah, 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 and so on. The answer is right here. Here along the coast in Northwest Florida, we spend a lot of time in high salinity water. We spend a lot of time on the beach with sand. And what happens is a piece of sand will get back there, or the salt water will get on that shaft and dry out and become like a hard material. If you ever seen like dried out salt, it does the same thing with the salt water, but it does it on that spline. Then this plastic piece is going to spin just a little bit under pressure on that metal spline. It's going to create a squeaking noise. Now, you don't have to spend any money to fix this. It's super easy. It just involves 5 minutes of your life. You need a 5/32 Allen key. There's a little hex head bolt in there. Now, be sure to remember that this is reverse threaded. That means righty loosey, lefty tighty. The other one is other way. So, I've already loosened it. Sometimes it's super stiff, so you're going to need to use a wrench and pop that. I'll show you what else to do with that wrench when we're done here in a second. You just take this righty loosey, which is so weird to say. You just keep going till it comes out. And then you got your little bolt right here. And then you have this. What happens is, actually all that stuff just came off of there, off that shaft. You get all this little nasty black stuff and soot and whatever else and sand on there. The plastic wears out, goes on here, and that's what causes it to squeak. You can take WD-40, just spray it down in here, and then put this back on here. It just keeps spinning it. Just keep spinning it, and all that dirty stuff will come off and stay on that shaft. Now, I just did this one a few weeks ago, so I'm not too worried about it. I already know what to expect when we do this. Happens every single year, but it's that easy to fix it. Now, one thing that you should be doing when you get these kayaks is you should take a 5/8 wrench and you should tighten this spline. Sometimes from the factory, that spline will come in and it's loose. If that thing is loose, as you pedal over time, this will wiggle, and then it will strip out this like pot metal. It's not like a quality piece of metal or anything. It'll strip that out, and all of a sudden that'll fall off. I had it happen a few times in past years. So from now on, every time we get new kayaks, I take a wrench and I tighten both sides of that on all of them. Last year I did it to 7 kayaks straight for charter season. Next month when we get our whole new fleet of kayaks, I'm going to do it to all of those. It's going to stop you from having any problems in the future. After you're done cleaning that thing off, take your time, be thorough. You're obviously going to need a rag to wipe that thing off. Spray some WD-40 on there, and then wipe it clean. You don't want to leave a whole bunch of WD-40 on there, because that's just something for the dirt to stick to. Yes, it's a lubricant, but the dirt will stick to it. You're going to run into the same problem again. You're going to have this nasty black stuff that just keeps rolling out of there. So dry it all off, clean off this thing, run an air compressor through there, put a little towel in there, get it dry, and then just toss it back on there. Remember that it is the opposite of normal. Make sure you don't cross thread it, and just tighten it back down. That's it. You don't got to go crazy snug. I'm not going to use that wrench to tighten it back down, because I don't want it to be difficult to get off later in time. Just make sure it's tight. And that's that. There's nothing to it. It will stop your pedals from squeaking. You don't need to go out and buy an aftermarket set or do anything crazy. They do a fine job. There's no issues. If you guys have any more questions, thoughts, drop them in the comment section. I appreciate you taking the time to watch.